This is the bathroom. Have a look at the bathroom sink.
This isn't a home project under construction, but rather what's left behind from a nightmare tenant.
That looks like a coffin with a cross on it, doesn't it?
Graffiti, holes in the wall, broken windows, and mountains of trash have taken over 78-year-old Edward Price's home. It's an ordeal that began in May 2023, when Price rented out his unit to a tenant initially for 4 months. But after 2 months, he says the tenant stopped paying rent. He did what he could, demanding payments, refusing to renew the lease, and pleading with the tenant to leave, but nothing worked. So for the last year, he's been trying to work with the Residential Tenancy Board to get an eviction notice. But with his declining health, he found the process overwhelming.
I can feel my heart going. It's just so frustrating.
As the months passed, things with the tenant got even worse, with more trash piling up by the week.
I had to call the police for a police escort to go in. And this was pretty much from August last year on.
With no resolution, Price's 2 sons stepped in. But even after getting an order of possession and writ of possession, the tenant still didn't leave.
I'd served him several eviction notices at that point, and he would just refuse to look at them and just would not even take them from my hand.
Left with no other options, Price called Saanich police. But in rental disputes like this, police say they're limited in what they can do.
Our officers will attend, investigate on a case-by-case basis, and try to remedy the situation, knowing that most times this will bounce back to the Residential Tenancy Branch.
Check News asked the Ministry of Housing for more information on this case, but were unable to comment.
You know, there's very little police support, and I think when there's just not proper enforcement, it just, whoever decides to be more brazen is the person that's going to get away with it.
Some artistry.
After a year of problems, the tenant finally moved out in mid-September. Price says he's out $33,000 in unpaid rent, cleaning costs, and repairs. But what's most frustrating, he says, is the lack of provincial support for landlords in these situations.
What I would like them to do is have an inspector or multiple inspectors to come out on extreme situations like this and essentially give a summary eviction. You are out of here now.
It'll take several months for the unit to be fixed up, but based on the past year, Price isn't sure whether he'll rent it out again.